Toronto just paid a premium for a 35-year-old superstar whose last 7 seasons produced more what-ifs than playoff runs, and the reason may have less to do with who Kawhi Leonard is today than what Toronto believes it understands about him. This trade is a bet on talent, timing, and organizational memory. Kawhi returns 7 years after delivering Toronto's only championship. The Raptors send Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, unprotected firsts in 2031 and 2033, a 2027 swap, and 2 second-rounders. They are also expected to extend Kawhi for roughly $126 million over 2 years, taking him through age 37. The basketball logic starts with what Toronto lacked. The Raptors won 46 games, finished 5th in the East, and pushed Cleveland to Game 7 behind the league's 5th-ranked defense. But when the series slowed down, Ingram struggled to create efficient offense. Toronto had structure, size, and young talent. It lacked a closer. Kawhi averaged a career-high 27.9 points on better than 50% shooting, made All-NBA second team, and finished 7th in MVP voting. Besides Scottie Barnes, he gives Toronto 2 physical, switchable forwards and a scorer who can manufacture a playoff possession without sacrificing defense. That matters in an East without one team controlling the path to the finals. Toronto also kept Barnes, R.J. Barrett, and its best young players. It raised its ceiling without dismantling the roster around Kawhi. But Toronto is accepting the conditions that come with him. Kawhi's career has repeatedly forced teams to negotiate around health, control, and trust. San Antonio lost that battle. Los Angeles spent 7 years managing it and still watched injuries derail one postseason after another. Toronto is the one organization that already proved it could create the right environment. In 2019, the Raptors managed his workload, absorbed the uncertainty, and received one of the greatest playoff runs in league history. That history may be the real advantage behind this reunion. The danger is that Toronto may remember the outcome more clearly than the cost. Kawhi played only 331 of 554 regular season games as a Clipper. Los Angeles paid an enormous price to build around him, including the deal that sent Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and major draft capital to Oklahoma City. The Clippers never reached the finals. Now, after Kawhi's healthiest elite season in years, they are selling while his value has recovered. Clippers gets Ingram, Dick, and distant picks while moving younger. Toronto accepts the decline risk because its opportunity exists now. Kawhi still does not solve every weakness. Toronto lacks an elite two-way guard creator, and its center rotation can be targeted in a playoff series. Those flaws now become urgent. The verdict depends on one variable neither franchise can control. If Kawhi reaches May healthy, Toronto has the defense, size, and late-game scoring to threaten the East. If he does not, the Raptors may have traded years of flexibility for a memory they could not recreate. In 2018, Toronto bet that Kawhi could change one season. In 2026, it is betting that Toronto can change the final chapter of Kawhi's career. So, is this a championship move or the most expensive act of nostalgia in the NBA?